This is Marvel Select Juggernaut, and the figure is made by Diamond Select Toys, and this is the company that has never failed to disappoint. I mean, I'm sure you've seen a lot of other review on the same figure, and the reviewers, I'm sure they love this figure, and I'm sure they love the company as well. But to me, they, I have never liked one particular Marvel Select figure, and this one, there is this retarded ankle joint that probably ruined everything else that is great about this figure. So I will go over that in a second, and let's take a look at the packaging. There's also the unmatched variant, which is the one that features the Kane Marco's head. I don't see the reason of doing that. I mean, why can't they just included an interchangeable head with this figure inside the packaging? I mean, certainly they want you to buy a whole, I mean, another figure just like that. I mean, I'm totally not agree with the idea, and I certainly hate it. And it's just another way to make you spend more money. And two more figures that are advertising here. You have Deadpool and Cyclops, and you can see that both of them comes with a really great diorama or base stand. And the only thing that come with this Juggernaut is this diorama, and this is a cardboard paper. As you can see, this is a destroy city with the skull and the raven. Kind of remind me of Resident Evil. And on the back you can see the explosion. So you can either display this one or this one. And this is not much of anything, just to hold the cardboard. I mean, it's go. They went from this to this, which is kind of disappointing, really disappointing. And with Juggernaut, you would certainly expect some sort of a destruction base stand that's something similar to the one that came with the Marvel Universe Hulk. But just like I was saying, Diamond Select Toys never fail to disappoint. So let me stand this figure up straight. I mean, with this pole, I mean, I really have to push it onto this side so that the figure can balance. But you know, uh, not a whole lot of playability and posability with this figure. I mean, so with the ankle joint, the ankle joint is really weird. I mean, the foot can swivel and can bend from side to side, but not forward and back. I mean, how are you supposed to pose him in a running joint or in a running pose without the foot bent forward and any type of action poses? So mainly this figure is just a piece of display. Well, before I bought this figure, I thought there would be a swivel joint here so that you can swivel it to have this thing forward, but it doesn't. So as you can see, the figure is very massive, and with the amount of plastic that you get for this figure, I guess it is worth your money. I got this as at my local comic shops for $22. So let's have some figure outs for comparison. And the first one is DCUC Collect and Connect figure Brimstone, and as you can see, he is way bigger. There you go, and let's put him back. And I also have the Marvel Select the Incredible Hulk here. I mean, the body type is just as bulky as the Hulk, but this one is still shorter. So, and the last one, probably more appropriate, is the Marvel Universe Juggernaut. I mean, this Juggernaut figure is still my favorite, because in terms of posability, I love everything about this guy. And the helmet on this guy is very similar to this one because they added a gold wash to give it a metallic look. I don't know if you can see that, but it is there. So let's have a 360 here. And I think I forgot to go over the articulation of the rest of the figure. So anyway, he has a ball joint in the head, but doesn't move so much because of the helmet. There is a ball joint at the shoulder, swivel at the biceps, bend at one point at the elbow, no swivel wrist. I mean, if you give this project to NECA, they probably added a swivel wrist because I'm sure there is enough plastic here that they can add another joint. I didn't know why they decided not to, but anyway, the sculpting on this figure is probably outweigh the articulation, but that is probably the main reason that you will get this figure. He has a ball jointed torso that can move around very well, a completely 360, but can barely bend forward and back. And this figure has a real ball joint this time instead of a fake one as on the Hulk or the Abomination. It can swivel at the upper thigh. I mean, with how big this figure is, it doesn't move very well, and some of the joints really is a pain in the backside to move. Bend is bent at one point at the knee, and no swivel at the boost. That is why this ankle joint really bothered me so much. Final thought: if you buy this figure for the just for the detail and you are a fan of Marvel Select, I would suggest that you get this figure. I mean, this figure I cannot really say that I recommend it. This figure is either a must-have or a must-pass. Just like I said, if you love the detail and you are a fan of Marvel Select, I mean, by all means get this figure. Look for him, hunt for him if you have to. But if you refer playability or posability, I suggest you stick to the 3" 3/4 Marvel Universe version. And I suggest you do that because most of the toy companies nowadays are switching to the 3" 3/4 scale with their figure. So I think it's about time that you should switch to collecting 3" 3/4 as well. So decide for yourself. All right. Well, if you have any comment about this figure, let me know in the comment section. And thanks for watching.